Magician. I turn 20s into hundreds, roll the casino with my eyes closed, watch the money keep it coming. That's right, keep it coming.
Right. Don't tempt me coming with nonsense. Even though I made it out, still empty one of these objects. Buying houses, living rent-free, that's one of the concepts. Pulling up in Bentleys in front of the projects. Cocaine white, had crack under my cuticles. My car give me flashbacks of what I used to do.
Richard Millie's a trophy, it's on your checklist.
Till you smarten up and realize that's an investment. I can't move it if the coke is bad. Bigger the Cuban that symbolize how much dope you had. It's for my niggas that did bids, but they came back up. Pulling up in Cullinans and Maybach trucks. And I'ma bet it all and bet it twice. That's just what happened when you live in a bettor's life.
Welcome to episode 18 of A Bettor Life. I'm Dame the Gambling God, the magician. I turn 20s into hundreds, and if you follow me, I'll show you how to rob a casino without a gun. My best guy is back, Demarcus Nelson.
I appreciate it.
I see you got your Duke shit on.
Yeah, my just so y'all know, my boys is they're fighting right now. They're playing on national TV, so we got Pittsburgh today, so we got to do our thing. Everybody that know, they know what this is.
Dog, I hate Duke. I grew up hating Duke. I was a Georgetown man back in the day.
Well, we're gonna convert you today, but I will tell you one thing though. When I grew up, I hated Duke.
Bobby Hurley, Christian Laettner, and all
I hated
them.
them too.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, real facts. I was a West Coast kid. All we saw on TV was Arizona and UCLA. So I grew up liking those schools, and Duke was always a team always winning. So I just naturally hated them. I didn't start liking them until I actually went and saw the campus and saw everything. So yeah, that was crazy.
Of course you
Now-
liked it.
now
They laid it out for you when you came out there.
Yeah. Now I'm in a brotherhood now. So shoot, man, I got my brothers.
Yeah. Now that's a good alumni to be a part of.
Shoot, dog. I told you last time I was here, I wasn't gonna come without gifts.
Okay.
This is one of two.
All right.
I mentioned, so I had to go ahead and give you authentic. Now you can tell this authentic because it's
Right
big
now,
as hell.
I can tell, yeah.
It's big as hell. Ain't nobody wearing their jerseys like this, but I at least wanted you to have something.
Hey, man, I
that
appreciate
when we
that.
get the workspace, we
Nah,
get everything.
yeah,
we
I appreciate that.
We have a jersey to go on up
Yeah,
there.
we're going to frame. You got to sign him in the back, too, man. You got to sign it to A Bettor Life.
Yeah, we'll get that done.
Yeah,
but,
we're going to frame him up.
So,
Teacher, let's get him framed up. I like Duke all of a sudden.
I told you we're going to have to convert.
I ride with y'all now.
We're going to have to convert him.
I ride with y'all.
Yeah.
I might start betting with y'all a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, now I'll say proceed with that with caution. A friend of mine that's in town locally, he's a Duke alum as well. So on Duke games, we always wear our brotherhood shirts. But he's out there now, and I'm sure he has a nice little bet going. And it's a love-hate relationship. For some reason, tickets don't do well when we bet on them.
Yeah, I think Duke will win, but they just don't. They check the spread up so high.
Yeah, it'd be
hard to cover that money.
Yeah,
No, I agree with that. So you've been sports betting lately, and how that's been going?
Sports betting is not really my thing, but been having a little bit sports right now. This is the time of the year where everything gets interesting. Right before All-Star break, now we're into the playoffs, and so it just gets a little tempting to put a little prop bets, a little $10, $20 prop bets out there to see what happens.
Have fun with.
Just to have fun with. Nothing major. Obviously, leaving you the gambling guy, so we leave it to you. But just playing here and there.
See, that's how I know you a straight basketball guy.
Yeah.
Because I'm talking about football. It's football. Right now it's football season.
Yeah.
I like college basketball lately. I've been doing well with it.
Yeah.
NBA, dog, forget about it.
Nah, NBA is there's data that shows that it's impossible for someone to beat that.
Yeah.
And that's coming from a very well place. But for football, I mean, shoot, you've been crushing football season, man.
Yeah, I've been killing them. I'll tell you what, we're going to go down the list this week.
All right.
And you tell me who you like.
All right.
All right, so.
It's some nice matchups, too.
Yes, we got 2 games Saturday. You got the Browns versus the Texans. Texans favorite. I think it went to 3. I mean, the Browns are favorite. They got 2.5 here, but I think it went to 3.
They took it down.
What do you like about it?
I like the Browns to win, but don't you sleep on them Texans. Texans is that Struz can play. The Texans, they can coach. It's going to be in Texas. Don't you sleep on them.
And I think the Browns would have had an advantage if it was in Cleveland with the weather.
Yeah.
They going in.
Yeah,
they going in that dome.
Yeah, they're going in that dome. I'm telling you that man, that boy in
Texas is gonna be rocking this week.
Man,
They gonna be
what?
rocking.
Man, that boy can play, man. I'm telling you, he can play.
Yeah, he tough.
And I mean, you know what I like the most though?
What?
Joe Flacco. Man, he been. I didn't even know he was still in the league. And man,
He wasn't. They say he was in a few weeks ago. He was throwing balls to his kids in the backyard.
Man, those are the type of stories that I love, man.
Yeah.
That man that came back and is balling.
And he gonna be dangerous too.
Man, what?
If they end up having to go to Baltimore and play the Ravens, you know he know that field. It's gonna be tough.
The question is, this is going to be a $1 million question. What happens if they make a big run? What you going to do with your quarterback situation next year? Because he looks like their best quarterback right now.
Yeah, they paid Deshaun too much money.
That's going to be
They
the
got
question.
to roll with him.
That's going to be the question they're going to
They
have
gave
to
him
ask
what,
themselves.
240?
$250 guaranteed.
Yeah, they got to go with him.
Yeah.
They don't have no choice. They'll walk away from that kind of contract.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got to go with him.
But I like the Browns. I like the Browns.
All right.
Money line. But you tease the Texans up. That'll be a good play too because man, Texas can play. I would not sleep on them.
You think it's their first time being in the playoffs in a few years? You don't think they're gonna be jittery?
I think that's a possibility, but that coach that they got is battle tested, and you can tell that in that short time that he's been there, they took on his identity.
No, they playing.
So and that coach, you know what I'm saying, he come from the 49ers, my team. So I think he got them boys believing. They going to be dangerous.
We're going to talk about them Niners in a minute. So, all right, we got Dolphins at the Chiefs, -4. Chiefs -4 at home.
There's one fact that you just gave me that without that, I would have just said
Yeah,
Dolphins.
you was all the way on Dolphins.
I was going to say Dolphins
Till I
money
just told
line.
you, yep.
But you said it was what, -5?
It's -5. It's going to be -5 in Kansas City this weekend.
Boy, them Miami boys is going to be hurting in that
Boy,
weather.
that's cold. That's cold. -5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I still like the Dolphins more than the Chiefs just because they're explosive and Kansas City really hasn't been explosive this year. They've been really struggling. Even when they won, they've struggled to win. But you can't count out Patrick Mahomes. You can't count out Andy Reeves and Kelsey. But damn,
you know you haven't been. So you don't have social media, so you don't know what they've been talking about lately on the blogs.
what they saying?
They don't want Taylor Swift at the games anymore.
I said that from week one.
The fans said they don't. You know, at first it was like, yeah. Now the fans are turning on you. They don't know that side of it.
Yeah, they thought it was all sweet when they was getting that publicity and the ratings was going up. But then that man has been distracted all season, living in her shadow when he's the Super Bowl.
She got that Kardashian curse on her.
Yeah, when he's the Super Bowl champion 2-time, and now all of a sudden he can't catch the ball.
That's that Sierra and
I think
Kardashian
this is the
curse.
season in his career that he's man. Shoot, what? It's over.
That's that Sierra Kardashian curse.
Hey, you know they friends too.
Who?
Sierra and Kim Kardashian, they friends.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Hey, so we gotta do some research and see if Taylor Swift is.
She might be in that little clique with him, huh?
Hey,
you might be right. Then we got 2 games on Sunday.
all right, talk to me.
We got Steelers at the Bills. -10. That's a high number.
That's a high number, and the Steelers.
For the playoffs.
Steelers is hot right now.
Yeah.
The Steelers is hot right now. The Bills is hot right now. The Bills is on a 5-game winning streak.
Yeah.
And the quarterback, he looking good. He's looking good.
That's one game I'm scared of. I ain't gonna lie. I like the Bills to win.
I got the Bills to win for sure.
Yeah, that's 10 number.
That's a high number. I would tease that up too because I don't think the Steelers is gonna get blown out. Nah, I could see probably 10 points, 2 touchdowns.
But they could though. That's the thing about it. They could get blown.
They've been scoring since they that other quarterback. They've been scoring, bro.
Yeah, but they could get blown. I don't know. That can go both ways, or they can win. They can flat out win.
I mean, I got the Bills. I don't. I mean, they could win,
They can
but
flat
I
out
think
win that game,
it ain't that probable for them to win. But I do like the Bills for sure to win. I like the Bills.
All right, so we got the Packers and the Cowboys. Packers at the Cowboys -7.5.
I think Cowboys win. That little half a point, they got cute with that. A little half a point because I think the Cowboys should cover, but the Packers don't sleep on it. Love is playing well. Packers are very deserving, but I just don't think they have enough to compete with the Cowboys.
I tell you what, me and you gonna do this weekend. I'm telling you now. You're gonna ride with me. We're gonna do a 2-team main line parlay. We're gonna take Steelers main line, and then we're gonna take just for shits and giggles. Packers money line.
All right, let's do it.
We'll probably go like a few hundred a piece and just watch it because I think those games go both ways.
Yeah, those are nice dogs to pick for sure.
Yeah,
it ain't it's the playoffs right now. Anything can happen. Anybody can have a bad day, and that's the thing about the playoffs. And shoot, whoever come in there and set the tone, that's gonna win.
That's what can happen. Then we got the Rams at Detroit.
I got Rams.
Detroit -3.
I got the Rams is hot and they dangerous and they got talent. Like, I'm gonna be honest.
They got the best coach.
The only team that I'm afraid of for my Niners is the Rams.
No, y'all always beat the Rams.
I mean, we record-wise, we destroyed them.
Yeah.
But they got talent. They got talent.
For some reason, they cannot beat the Niners. I know this for a fact because
No
I've been
one
on
in
the
our
other
division
end.
can beat the
I've been on the
Cowboys.
other end a few times. I've been on the Rams a few times against the Niners. Teased it up and everything. Y'all just blow them out. Like
The Rams, the Packers, the Cowboys. That's our division.
Yeah, y'all beat them.
But I'm afraid of the Rams every time we face them because they have talent in the right positions. Their quarterback is playing well, and they're right now they're hot.
So Matt Stafford going home. He played with the Lions. He started off with them. They switched quarterbacks.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be
It's funny because they switched quarterbacks and both teams went up.
Yeah, both right.
Both teams went up.
Yeah,
So
Rams won they won the Super Bowl that year, and then Detroit they did bad that year, but ever since then they've been up.
I think though, in my opinion, I feel like the Lions started the season off very very strong, very hot, and then once expectation was on them, they started losing games that they shouldn't have lost. I like the Rams. The Rams is hot right now, but
Yeah,
I would tease it up though, just to give yourself some cushion. But I like the Rams.
I like that pick. All right, then we got Eagles. There's only one Monday night game. Eagles and the Buccaneers.
I don't trust neither one of them.
Me either. The Eagles killed me 2 weeks. You know I got a hard head.
Yeah.
They killed me the week before. I killed my 14-point teaser. 14-team teaser. Excuse me.
14-team teaser.
Yeah, I went 13 out of 14. Eagles.
13 out of 14, the Eagles uncover. What was that ticket like?
2,000 to win, 2,500 to win 90,000.
Oh my God. Did you hit Jalen Hurts in his DM?
Nah, I didn't go in there. I'm trying not to get banged.
Hey,
No.
I swear I probably would have. See, and I've been on the other end of those DMs. Like, hey, Nelson,
Right.
man,
You
what?
sorry as shit.
Hey, and like, dog, it just wasn't our day.
Yeah, no, I try not to do it, but dog, and I go back with them again this week. They killed another one of my parlays.
I don't trust neither one of them. See, but what I like, that the Eagles got talent, and they should be good. But we still thinking about the Eagles from last season.
Yeah.
And this season, even though they have wins, those wins,
Yeah, they
weren't
a lot of close.
A lot of close. It was like it could have 50-50 games, maybe 5 or 6 50-50 games.
Yeah,
they could have easily went.
They haven't looked
opposite
good.
direction.
They haven't looked good all year. I agree with that.
And I think right now the Buccaneers look strong. They're playing pretty solid. I don't think they have the same talent, but they're playing solid and they're at home. So I don't know.
Yeah, I believe probably got to tease the dog up, which is the Buccaneers.
Was it what they got
Two
plus
and a
3?
half.
2.5. So you give them
Put them get 6, give them 8 plus 8.5.
yeah.
The Eagles ain't blown nobody out all year.
That's the problem, man. And
They might just turn on.
They'll win by 20 or something.
Yeah, they might just turn on. I agree.
Man, I don't trust neither one of them teams.
That
But
game.
yeah, I would if I would do it, I would tease it because I don't trust the Eagles. They can get popped.
So I got a nasty text from not a nasty text from one of our hosts telling me that I've been killing them on the dice table, so they don't want to give me comps. Like,
Man, what you been doing on the dice table, dog?
Man, you was that other night. You shot for me one time. You didn't bet nothing, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just make sure that's clear. I ain't had no money on the
he
table.
ain't do nothing.
I ain't do
I
nothing.
put you up 'cause I know listen. You one of the best shooters. So
Yeah.
you like, man, I ain't gambling no more. I don't do it. I said, man, you gonna take this $25? You gonna shoot for me?
Yeah, I will. And it was fun. It was fun. It was a way for me to still make sure you got some money off the table.
Right. And at the same time, you get your fix off without even having
Yeah.
You could sweat my money and not have to worry about yours. Yeah.
Nah, but man, shoot, yeah, it was fun. But shoot. So what they saying, man? They saying you've been crushing them on the table like that?
Yeah, they said that I'm not a profitable player.
What they mean by profitable player?
Yeah, for them, not for me.
You better get 86 again.
Yeah. Now I got a text from my host was like,
Nah, we're gonna take care of that. We're gonna take care
Yeah,
of that.
she was like, I hit and run. I don't know what else you're supposed to do. I mean, you're supposed to win. You're supposed to win, right?
We're gonna take care of that.
Yeah, so she told me I hit and run, and I've been, I try to get comp this, and she's like, well, we can't really comp you because you winning. I'm like, I thought they supposed to comp you on the amount of money you play and the time you play.
Right.
But how they really comp you is off your losses.
Right.
So because I'm not losing, they don't, they tighten up on me.
I mean, so I guess this.
What do I do? Should I go lose and to keep my like? What are you doing? What do you do in that case?
I think in this case, it's just a conversation to be had. But at the same time, if you go in there the way that you bet, you bet it's heavy risk up front.
Right.
And
for some reason, they don't understand that.
And it's very aggressive. If one or two bad shooters roll the dice, you down 3, 4, 5K, 10K
Easy in
5
10 minutes. Yeah, facts.
Quick.
Facts.
And then it takes you time to dig out of that hole. Now, there's a couple things that you need in this game: balls and bankroll.
Right.
And you got both. So you able to weather the storm and then still bet it when you're supposed to bet it. And so like you said, I tell you the other day when you was going, and I think the horn came out like 5 or 6 times, and you had that horn pressed up, and you was smacking that horn
crazy. But it was looking. If I would hit that last one,
oh yeah, that last one you had that thing loaded up.
Ooh, boy, that would have been. They'd have to pull them calculators out.
Hey, they was darn sure already at the phones like this, like,
Yeah.
Hey, camera, check this out right here. And
You remember I told you when I hit the other horn, the pit boss ran and grabbed the phone. I said, "Look at him." I said, "I hit this one.
It's over."
Yeah, they're gonna march me right up out of here.
Because I'm gonna be honest, dog. You the only person that I've ever seen play that play the horn like you play it.
Yeah.
But I don't even play the horn like that. But you have times when a shooter is just rolling horn bets.
Yeah, and they come.
And they come and
For people who don't know what horns is, explain what the horn bets are.
a horn is a 2, 3, 11, and 12, and so you can play them as a horn bet where you playing all of them together, or you can play them straight up, and they all have different odds. But
So the 1 and the 2 and 11 is 15-1.
the 2 and 12.
I mean, excuse me.
2 and 12.
The 3 and 11 is 15-1,
and the 2 and the
2
12
and 12 is 30-1.
Right.
So if you got $100 and you hit the aces, that's $3,000.
That's $3,000.
And you press that up and you come back with the aces of 12 again, that's $12,000.
Yeah.
You press that up to 400, you hit the aces of 12 again.
And that almost happened.
That almost happened. That'd have been 12. That was like 20,000 in 3 rolls.
Yeah, you had your foot on their neck.
Boy, I had him. I couldn't bring it.
And shoot, and man, that was a good roll. That was a real good roll.
Blackjack, baccarat. You like blackjack over baccarat. I like baccarat over blackjack. Why do you like blackjack over baccarat?
Me personally, I like blackjack more because there's more hands per minute. You might get 3, 4, 5 hands per minute. And I hate when the dealer deals slow.
That could be good. That could be good or bad.
I like when the dealer's dealing fast because I can count fast. You know what I'm saying? I like that. I personally don't like baccarat because you might get one hand every 5 minutes. It's a very slow game, and some people like that. They just sit there, they chill. The odds are better in baccarat.
Yeah.
But the action is so slow for me. Now, why do you like baccarat better?
Because you can, for that reason. Like, I go play baccarat when I want to take a break from craps. Craps is you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when I'm going to take a break from the fast pace and just go gamble slow,
Right.
I like baccarat. And I like that you can double your money and, you can double your money every hand.
Yeah.
Versus craps, how we play, we spread it out everywhere.
Right.
So you might have a dead number. You might have a number. You might have 5 or 6, 8 or 9, whatever, and that number may not ever come.
Right.
So that's a dead, it's just dead money just sitting out there.
Yeah.
So I like baccarat because you can run it up with baccarat quick too.
How do you like baccarat? You like player or banker more? Or you just mix it up? How do you make that decision? For those that don't know.
It all depends. I read the board. I like player more than banker for some odd reason. Because banker, sometimes you got to pay the juice on it.
Yeah, pay the commission.
And then I go how I play whatever the last one's played.
Yeah.
I play that one 'cause I want to run.
Run.
Yeah. But some people go the opposite. They go, they go chop. Because sometimes it be a choppy table.
Right.
So I like to catch a run. I caught a run the other night. I lost on craps. I think I lost like 2,000. Then I went on baccarat and then ran it back up like 5,000. I had like a 7-hand run.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's a nice day.
Yeah, that was cool.
How so what for the ones that don't know, what is the juice or the commission mean on baccarat?
Yeah, we call it juice of commission. So it's 10%. Is it 5% or 10%?
Shit, I couldn't.
I think it's 5%. If you win, if you playing banker,
right,
they automatically get 5% of your bankroll.
But I think that's in certain locations.
Certain tables and certain locations. Some tables are not, because some of them hit on a 6 or 7,
right,
and some don't. So it just depends on what kind of table you get on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you play any of those? What is it? A dragon bet, tie?
Yeah, every now and then I play like when I first sit down, I play the first 5 hands, or if a new dealer come, or it's at the end of the shoot. So only three ways I play it.
I swear, like I said, I just see it just for the tables, just to be around. And it's actually this one couple. It's a I don't know if they're the Middle Eastern or something like this. They're a couple that's always around one of the places that we frequent. But they play that all the time, and they always play that dragon bet, and they be crushing that dang bet. And they say it's supposed to be rare, like 200 to 1 or 300 to 1. And
it's something like going crazy on the horn. Like it can happen.
Yeah.
You know, when it do happen, it get paid. You get paid well. But if it don't, it's like,
man, you just giving it out.
You're giving that money out for free. So this week we talked about NFL. Do you have a free pick? No, we give away a free pick every week. If you had to make one free pick this week, NFL, who would you take?
NFL. Let's see. We got the Browns and Texans.
Yeah.
Chiefs and Dolphins.
I talk you off your Dolphin bet.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you this though. I mean, if it wasn't for the weather, I would have said the Dolphins. But now that's gonna play a major part in that game. I'm gonna be honest, and I'm gonna hate to say this, but I like the Cowboys. I like the Cowboys money line. I like the Cowboys to cover too.
Okay, so Cowboys is your pick.
That would be my pick. I like Cowboys money line.
So my free pick this week, we do free game from Dame every week.
You dang, give them to him.
So I'm gonna give you a 2-team teaser. I'm gonna take the Texans at home. So you have the Texans plus 9.5, and then I'm gonna take the Rams on the road against the Lions.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
I love that one. I think I'm gonna load up on that one. So Duke and Carolina, right?
Yeah.
That's been a nasty rivalry.
It's the best rivalry in sports.
Who get the best of who?
I swear, if you probably look it up right now and Google it, literally Google it, it's almost like 50-50.
Yeah.
It's
I thought
like
you was gonna be like y'all questioning.
Nah, it's like 500 games, and it's literally almost dead even down the middle. Maybe 1 or 2 game difference on one side or the other.
Your top 5 Duke players of all time.
My top 5. Ooh, good question. Okay, you got to go Grant Hill. Grant Hill for sure. Jason Williams.
Jay was tough.
That is the reason why I committed. I don't know if I've ever told this story.
Will was tough, boy.
Yeah, man, Jay Will. So I was in the 10th grade, sophomore year. I was in North Carolina for the Bob Givens tournament. And I just played against Michigan Hurricane, which was the number 1 team in the country. They had damn near 9-10 pros on their team. They was blasting everybody. I'm on the team. We play squad, and I go crazy. We beat them. I give
them that work.
That work. And Coach K and everybody sitting there. So anyway, after that, we went on an unofficial visit. But what got me to commit was they showed me Jason Williams' senior video. And they had his video playing with R. Kelly, I'm the Greatest. Literally gave
that's my favorite song.
Literally gave me chills. And Coach was like, I can see you being this type of player for us.
Coach K sold you.
Done. Coach, sign me up. I'm coming. That was how it was. So, yeah, Jason Williams, that dude was a bad dude. I wish that injury didn't happen for him.
Yeah, he was tough.
But, man. So, Grant Hill, Christian Laettner, Jason Williams, Bobby Hurley, you got to put him on there.
Yeah, you got to put him on there. I hated him and Laettner.
And a 5th. You got to go. I mean, okay, you can go with some more historical players, but I'm going to go with my teammate, J.J. Redick. I'm going to go with my teammate,
He had a good long NBA career, too.
I'm telling you, he gets a bad rap, and he got a bad rap in college, and probably half of it was deserving.
Why?
Because he really embraced the villain, and he took on
Yeah.
like people used to really thought he was an asshole, and he was.
He's still on TV now. He be giving it to Stephen A.
Oh, he's brilliant.
Oh yeah, he be giving it to him.
He knows the game. He's a student of the game.
He one of my favorite analysts on TV.
Like he's a student. I mean, he's a monster because he knows the game. He's a thinker. He's not afraid to say what he wants to say. He's authentic. He's true. And in college, people hated him because he was that guy.
Yeah.
Everywhere we went, he was that guy, and he took on that role to basically say "fuck you."
Yeah, bring it.
And it was literally called a "fuck you" shot.
Right.
And he would get steals 3-on-0, where most people would go dunk or lay it up. He'll
Stop and pull that thing up.
He'll stop and pull a three by himself.
Water.
And the whole gym go quiet. And he look around. That's like, yeah, fuck you. and so he took on that. So
What did Coach Casey say about that though?
Coach loved it.
He let him. Yeah.
Oh, Coach loved it. Coach, like, he'd get a hard on for that stuff. And that's really what our team, it was so much competition because you have 10, 12 McDonald's All-Americans all on the team together. Yeah. So it was so much competition on the team at all times. So it's like, dog eat dog. The guy who's playing and the guy who elevate plays.
Yeah. I get that. So, top 5 NBA.
Right now?
No. Your top 5.
All time?
Yeah.
See, I'm biased though. And I'm not biased. I'm a realist. Because I feel like a lot of the old heads still credit these old heads and they dinosaurs. Mm-hmm. And I'm sorry, no disrespect. Mm-hmm. But you have an old generation that sets the foundation. And then the newer generation always improves and evolves. And it gets better. And it's too many times that we try to hold on too much to these past accomplishments and what ifs and what could have, should have been, instead of embracing the greatness that we're seeing right now. And in my opinion, LeBron's the greatest of all time. Let's put that out there now. He's past Jordan. Jordan was a phenomenal player. He revolutionized basketball at that time. LeBron is having still a 21-year career at the top of his game.
People getting shot at barbershops over this debate.
Man, I be having this debate. My daddy don't want to talk to me right now because of this debate.
People getting shot at barbershops over this. Like, seriously.
Hey.
Like, LeBron fans and Mike fans.
Man, LeBron is an animal. People don't know me and LeBron, long time ago, we were teammates.
Oh, yeah, you showed me that picture.
Yeah. I was in the eighth grade going into my ninth grade. He was going into his sophomore year. So he was flying to California playing with the Oakland Soldiers. And so Bron and his whole camp, we all, for a couple summers, played together. But yeah, Bron is number one.
All right.
Mike is on the list for sure. I'd say Mike is on the list too.
That boy said Mike on the list.
Yeah, top 5. He said top 5 all time. But then I got to start putting other people in there. I'm sorry. Like, okay, the Wilt Chamberlains and those guys, I'm sorry. Like, Joker is probably the most skilled big man of all time. I'm saying skilled. Shaq is the most dominant big man of all time. Joker's the most skilled. But then you have guys like Giannis. You have guys like KD. And now you have this kid from France. Like, you talking about 7-footers and 7'2" and 7'5" that are playing like guards that are inside, outside. Like, we got to let go of this stuff of the past. So, Bron, Mike, I'm going to put Kobe in there, R.I.P. Kobe. And then from there, I'm putting Joker in there. And then you can either go Giannis. And Embiid is looking really strong right now. Finally, Embiid is playing like a 7-footer. Finally.
Yeah.
The last 2 seasons. It took him this long, but now he's finally throwing his weight around like he should be, and I'm happy and I'm proud to see it. Because I thought he always was talented, but too often he was playing small. The last 2 seasons he's playing big.
Yeah, he stayed injured a lot. That's been his big killer. But he a big man. They stay hurt.
Yeah.
Most interesting top 5 I've ever heard.
Yeah,
I know, because I swear, because now
you ain't mention my boy AI. AI my GOAT.
AI, in my
AI
opinion,
is my GOAT.
if there was a pound for pound like boxing, AI would be number 1 pound for pound all time. Yeah. There was nobody in the history of the NBA that was like AI. His size, his athleticism, his competitive.
John Morant a good close second. He a close second.
Ja, nah,
Yeah,
but
no,
see,
yeah.
Ja,
And Ja out for the season.
yeah, Ja out right now. See, but AI,
That hurt right there.
AI played through injuries. He ain't practice. We got that. He didn't practice, and they used to come to Duke for their training camps.
Yeah.
Man, he used to write blank checks. Like, here goes this check. True story. He was like, hey, here goes this check. I ain't coming to practice tomorrow. Yeah. But when that game time, guys like that just like to play. And
But you know this is the difference in times today. They ridicule AI for not going to practice.
And now these dudes is not going to games.
Now these dudes is not playing in real games. Like, they ridicule that man for not practicing.
Right.
Now you got these dudes sitting out 15, 20 games.
Yeah,
Like,
they ridiculed him for what he used to wear to the gyms.
Right.
His baggy clothes, and he used to have the little white boys in the stands wearing
now these niggas wear skirts.
The fake, and now these niggas are wearing skirts and dresses and sweats. They're literally walking to the gym now in sweats. Before they used to have like it's like you got two.
I say AI revolutionized the game because of just the swag,
His
the
swag.
cornrows,
His swag.
the tats, the swag. Now
Everything.
you see everybody tatted.
There's nobody, and this is my opinion. There's nobody in the history of the game that touched every single demographic in life, and that includes Jordan. Jordan had a hot shoe, and okay, everybody liked wearing that shoe. But when you talking about little Timmy from the suburbs and little Johnny from there,
AI
you talking
touched
about,
it.
man, you talking about you got little white boys in the stands with do-rags on and large white tees, like what AI did, the little fake tattoo sleeves, what AI did. Come on, man.
Yeah.
That dude right there, nah, he's pound for pound number one in my list.
You remember and one boys? AI really. That's how and one really got their start off, because what AI was doing with the crossover.
Yeah.
Hot sauce them doing their thing and all them boys, you know.
Yeah, shoot AI Jordan, shoot, yeah.
Yeah. So AI, he definitely that's my goat.
That's your goat.
Yeah.
That's probably because you shoot that thing a little bit like
you
that.
already know. I ain't. It's called me Will Shoot.
Will shoot.
Because I will shoot that
You will
motherfucker.
shoot it.
I don't care where I'm at. Give it to me. Yeah. My top 5.
Let me hear this.
My top 5. I'm gonna go with. I'm a little older than you, so I get the Giannis's and all that. I get all that, but they didn't come up in that rough era like that. I don't know how tough they would have been. So I'm gonna go with AI, my GOAT. Isaiah Thomas, the original first AI.
Okay.
Jordan. Who my next two gonna be? I'm gonna go with LeBron, and that fourth one, I don't know. Do I have to pick a big man?
I mean, it's just a top 5. It ain't a starting 5. It's a top 5.
I fifth
You
one.
got
I'm
you
stuck
got
with
Will,
that one.
you got Kareem, you
No,
got
I ain't
Kobe,
going back. I ain't going
you
back.
got Kobe,
I
you got
used to hate Kobe, man.
you got you hated Kobe.
Yeah, I ain't like Kobe.
I think you're the first person I ever heard say that.
I ain't like Kobe.
What you
not
like?
not that I didn't like Kobe. I didn't like the Lakers.
Okay.
So I didn't like the Lakers, so I didn't like Kobe. So it was nothing against Kobe. It was just the Lakers.
Okay.
My fifth one, I don't know, man. I'm gonna go with somebody new. I like Ja Morant. I like Ja.
How you gonna put Ja in the top 5 and he only played like 5 seasons?
I'm just saying, just
He
to
had
pick
one
somebody,
All-Star
just to
selection.
pick somebody new. Let's just throw somebody new in there. But for sure, AI, Isaiah, Mike, Bron. I don't know who my fifth would be. That'll be tough.
Man, you got Elijah Wan. You got Dr. J.
Nah, none of them. BD.
Okay.
Woo-hoo. BD.
That's what a lot of the stuff that I did was patented behind after him. And
People don't give Baron Davis and Tim Hardaway.
yeah.
People don't give them two their props with how they used to bring it every night.
Yeah.
That's who really patented the crossover was Tim Hardaway.
Yeah, Tim Hardaway.
I remember one day vividly.
The
I
Twin
was
Lakes cross.
I was watching. They played. Tim Hardaway was playing against the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
And he caught Magic on the baseline and hit him with that crossover.
Yeah.
Dog, it maybe took me 3 weeks. I was doing that same move on cats.
Yeah.
Yeah,
between
Tim
the
Hardaway.
legs.
People forget by Tim. And BD. Come on, BD was that. He
Man.
just couldn't stay healthy, but he was that dog.
Man, BD was dope.
Yeah.
And that's one guy that I wish I would have been able to play against. Because that was a guy that I looked up to. And I thought offensively he was extremely skilled, and it was things offensively that we were about similar size and build. So low inside, outside, low post, long range, mid range. So I think I was a lot more athletic than he was, even though he was extremely athletic.
Yeah.
And, him, Gary Payton, but yeah, him, man, BD.
Glove.
Man, BD was dope. BD was dope.
Yeah. Spreewell was tough too. Once I just started thinking back to that time, them dudes was hooping, dog.
Man, what?
Them dudes was hooping. It's a whole nother game. I think the guys now are way more athletic.
Yeah.
But people got to look back at, years ago, even small things like tennis shoes. Like, them dudes was playing in.
Chucks.
Yeah, whatever they had on, it was hooping in.
Chucks.
So everything, the technology it makes it easier. They flying on private planes. Them dudes was catching buses from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was different. It's a different era. But I would love to see if you could have put these players with the '90s players. If you could play them like at their prime, that'd be a dog fight.
It's a couple guys that I would definitely for sure, 3 guys for sure that I wish we would have been able to see.
I'm lying, dog. How I forget about Steph? Steph is my 5th. How I forgot about, I don't know. Yeah, Steph. That's my 5th.
I mean, and it's hard, man. When you're talking about 5 guys, it's hard to pick.
It's hard.
It's hard to pick 5 guys because I think for sure, like what Steph has done, I think Steph is the most improved player in the history of the NBA. I believe that. He came in, people knew that he could shoot, but he was frail, he was skinny, he was injury prone his first 3 years. Nobody thought he was going to turn into this.
No.
And for him to get his body right, he put on a few pounds of muscle, and his stamina, his conditioning, obviously what he's done to the game, he's revolutionized.
I was a Steph fan when he was at Davidson. That's probably one of the only college games I ever went to.
Yeah.
When I first seen him play on TV, I'm like, that boy gonna be something. I went to a Davidson game.
Yeah, we him and I.
He shot the lights out too.
Yeah, him and I went at it a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That boy tough.
Davidson. He was good. He was really good in college. Obviously, that goes without saying. Where do you think Grant Hill, Tracy McGrady?
Oh, T-Mac. That's what I'm saying. 5 is hard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Where do you think Grant Hill,
man.
Tracy McGrady, Brandon Roy?
I like Grant, but I got to take somebody out and put T-Mac in there.
Penny Hardaway.
Penny.
Where do you think that these 4 guys would actually end up on the standings if
Had they stay healthy?
Had they stay healthy?
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna be
I know
honest.
T-Mac for sure. T-Mac never had a bunch of injuries. He just didn't have the players.
He had injuries late. He had injuries.
Yeah, late.
Yeah, he had injuries. If you
And
ask
T-Mac was that guy.
if you ask anybody that played against T-Mac, all of them, Kobe, all of them, would say the dude that should have been the GOAT was T-Mac.
That's how you can rank players is during the All-Star game. Whoever get the ball at the end, that's who is the All-Star of the All-Stars.
Yeah.
And T-Mac, every time he was in there, he got the ball at the end.
Yeah.
That's how you know even All-Stars recognize.
There's love because you got the All-Stars and the Superstars, and then you got the elite. And there's only 3 to 4 guys in the NBA, 5 guys maximum that's elite, and then everybody else are superstars.
Yeah.
And when T-Mac was that guy.
Yeah, he was that dude.
T-Mac was that guy.
Yeah, it's hard to do a 5.
I would have loved to see where Penny Hardaway and Grant Hill would have ended up because those 2 dudes could play. They had the size. They had everything. They had the athleticism.
Yeah, everything.
Man, and especially Penny. Oh, my gosh, Penny.
Penny was one of my favorites, too. Damn. You just made it tough for me. We want T-Mac.
T-Mac.
Yeah.
All right, so let's take it old school football now. Okay, so did you see the Tom Brady comments that he said, I think in the
about
last
the game
weeks,
now?
About the game now versus the game then.
Yeah.
And how a lot of the old school games when he first came out and how they play now changes a lot how they play, how it's refereed, how it's called, and how the players protect themselves.
That's in every game now. It's just the game is more of a business. It's more of a business now than it was then. Like,
right.
Even in hockey, You go look at hockey games. You know, hockey games used to be 2-1,
Right.
2-0. Now hockey games is 7-3. So they just made it easier for the offense. So they want to sell more tickets. They made it easier for the offense.
Everybody took a bite out of the NBA playbook.
Right. Especially NFL. So it's always hard to compare eras because of the way that the game is set up now. The game is more entertainment. It's more WWE than it is.
Let me ask you this though. But is it more entertainment NFL, like with the high scoring games and the pretty passing, or is it more entertainment when you see that like this guy run across the middle and then all of a sudden he get his helmet knocked off his head because he got crushed? Is that more entertainment? Or was hockey more entertainment because they would have these 3 to 5 minute brawl where these dudes is all bloodied up?
Well, yeah, you know, we're in a soft era where everything has to be dumbed down and soft. You know, they want the males to be soft. Everything is just soft right now.
I mean, you said these dudes is walking in an NBA arenas with skirts on.
Yeah,
oh, well,
man.
shoot. I mean, actually, who just did that in the NFL?
You see, Cat Williams just aired everybody out for wearing skirts and
Man,
dresses and all that. Like,
I don't understand. I'm gonna be honest. We got to do better as a culture because I don't understand where it's cool for men to dress like women. I just don't, and I don't want to get into.
It's not that funny.
I don't want to get into the political thing, and this is not no bashing against one people or no. That's not what this is, but. It's never been cool. Like, whatever your preference is your preference, but it's never been cool for a man to impersonate a woman. And now it seems like that's been it's been highlighted mainstream. Was it Stephon Diggs just the other day walked in the arena with a skirt on?
No.
Yes. Stephon Diggs just did. They just had Usher on
I saw
online.
that. I saw that.
Like what is it? What is it? That's not fashion. That's not fashion. I lived in Europe for 12 years. That's not fashion.
Yeah, they want to do that to the black man. They think that it's, you know,
and it's only us. I have not seen any.
It's been that since the beginning of time though. So that's, you know, I don't know. That's a trick. But yeah, the eras. I like both eras, but I like when it was like when football was football.
Man, I liked it when we had Steve Atwater, Ray Lewis,
Ronnie
Lott. Man, that era there.
Tearing heads off. I mean, you talking about people getting. I mean, you don't wish that no one gets hurt. That's what Brady was saying. He was like, before, he could have had a bunch of yards, but you can't. Out of love for my players, I can't throw the ball across the middle. And I know Ray Lewis over there.
No, I'm not going to do that.
You're going to tear his head off.
And so that makes you have to strategically actually be better to avoid those things.
Right.
Instead of now, you can just sling the thing all over the place.
Everybody going across the middle.
The defense is avoiding hitting these guys so that they don't get penalized or fined. Yeah. That's not the game. These guys need to learn how to protect themselves. So I thought that Brady's comments was fitting because that's what the game was built on. And no, you don't want nobody to get hurt. You don't want to see nobody get hurt. We don't want to see that. But
who your top quarterback ever?
Brady, and I Montana was my favorite, and he was the GOAT.
Of course, you're from the Bay.
But Montana deservingly really was the GOAT. He was.
He was better than Marino?
Hands down. It wasn't even close.
He won more than Marino. Was he better?
Marino didn't win at all.
Right.
But, yeah, it wasn't close. Marino was a guy, for example, like Justin Herbert. And I like Justin Herbert. I think he's an awesome young quarterback, and he will get better. And they need to get some more pieces with him to put him in a better situation. But Marino had a guy that just threw a lot of stats, but his teams never went anywhere. And Montana had those same stats, and he actually willed his teams to win in the big moments.
What do you think about Russell Wilson having to get that money back? They want him to get the money back.
No, they didn't. He don't have to get the money back.
No, they want him to.
But what they wanted to do was they wanted him to waive that clause so that if he got hurt, that then he would have to. Then the team would not be on the hook for that money. Yeah. And as a business decision, both sides signed the contract. The team signed the contract. The player signed the contract. So no, don't ask me after the fact to waive my non-injury clause, which is worth $38 million, to have to be able to play the last 3 or 4 games. And they were close to, they started slow, but they got hot, and they was close to being able to. That was a bad and a poor. That just goes to show that it's such a business. Professional sports is such a business, and people criticize the player all the time when they make those same business decisions, and they never say anything to the organization. And that was an actual public situation, provided that if the roles was changed let me ask you this question. Do you think it would have been an equal story or a bigger story if Russell Wilson decided I don't want to play anymore because it says that I get a $38 million signing bonus if I get hurt and there's 3 games left in the season and we're not going to make the playoffs? What do you think?
They would have been all open.
Right.
Yeah.
They would have killed him.
Yeah, they would have killed him.
They would have killed Russell Wilson for that decision.
Yeah.
If Russell Wilson made that decision saying that, you know what, I'm going to get, as 3 games left, our team's not going to make the playoffs, and if I get hurt, I'm going to lose out on $38 million. And he decided that.
It's the old divide and conquer trick, though.
But now the organization comes and says, you know what, we're not going to play you these next 3 games because you got to pass a physical in March. People just says, oh, it's a business decision for the team. Like, we let these teams off the hook all the time.
Super Bowl, who you got?
I got 49ers.
Of course. Of course.
I got 49ers. Honestly, I don't see any obstacle in our way outside of I'm gonna tell you, I'm more afraid of the Rams than the Cowboys. Cowboys, I'm not worried about them. I'm more afraid of the Rams than the Cowboys. The Eagles, we'll see what they can do. But the Rams is hot right now. They got talent. And on the other side, man, I think it's going to be a repeat 49ers, Ravens. And they got the best of us a few weeks ago. They beat the brakes off us deservingly. Deservingly.
Yeah.
But I don't really think the game, if you really watch the game, it really wasn't as divided as it looked.
Man,
I think
they smoked y'all. Man.
They did. I think their defense made 2 or 3 plays defensively.
They beat y'all at home, too, right?
They did at home.
Yeah.
They made 2 or 3 plays defensively. They came to play. You got to give the Ravens credit, man. Lamar Jackson, oh my gosh,
He showed you he was the best player on the field.
He was. He's the MVP, hands down.
The next player close to him on y'all team is McCaffrey. Debo tough.
You got to give Brock Purdy his credit. People not giving him his just credit. And yes, he has weapons on his team, but you still got to be able to make the reads, process.
You can compare Purdy to Lamar Jackson.
I didn't compare him to Lamar Jackson.
So I said the next best player on y'all team to him was McCaffrey and Debo, and you said Purdy. Purdy got to be about the
See, that's where
He's so far down the line.
No, he not. No, he not.
He threw 4 interceptions and was shook.
I think he threw 1 interception that was a bad decision and a bad read, which was the first one. The other 3 was the defense actually made very good plays on the ball. The defense made good plays. If those, like I said, take nothing away from the defense, they balled out. Those 3 plays changed the dynamics of a lot. And I think in the Super Bowl, when they do beat, it's going to be different.
Yeah, it's going to be a different game. I predicted that both Harbaugh brothers was going to win. One won last night, the national championship.
That's crazy.
I think the Ravens going to take it all.
You think the Ravens going to get it this year?
Yeah. So that's my
I
prediction.
think if it's Ravens 49ers will win. I think if it's Ravens and someone else.
Of course you think the 49ers.
I think if it's Ravens and someone else, then the Ravens will win. But I don't see the Ravens beating the 49ers twice. Not going to happen.
All right. He said it. That's going to be a wrap for episode 18 of A Better Life. I'm Dame the Gambling God. That's my dog, Demarcus Nelson.
Yes, sir.
We signing out.